Hey, what's up, Castle Rock? This is Brandon Cant with Coast2Coast Cooking. I have a YouTube cooking show where I cook iconic dishes from each state, and I also am in the process of building out a food truck, which will be based right here at Castle Rock. Today we're representing Castle Rock Food and Drink. We're here at Burly Brewing for a really special event, and that I want to share with you guys and talk a little bit about what's going on today. We got Reno Wilson. He's one of the brewers here at Burly. And Reno, why is, first of all, welcome. Hi, how are you?
Thank you.
Good. Why is today such a special day at Burly?
So we've been open for 6 months exactly today.
Okay.
We opened back in May, so yeah, going strong. Loving our spot, loving the people that come and see us. So yeah, we're doing a 6-month anniversary, releasing 4 barrel-aged beers in a flight. We also have single pours, but yeah, that's why it's special today.
Great, this looks delicious. Let's dive in and talk about the beer a little bit so you guys can kind of see what they're doing and releasing today. And let's see what we got. Let's start with the lightest, yeah?
Yeah, okay. Absolutely. So first beer is a Chardonnay barrel-aged Abbey Blonde Ale.
Okay.
So we say Abbey because we use Brettanomyces, a secondary yeast to brewing. Most brewing's done with another yeast called Saccharomyces.
Sure.
So this is Brett Sour beer or Brett Funky. Brewers use terms that may or may not sound appetizing when we talk about Brett. We use the term like horse blanket or farmyard. I've heard Cicerone say goat hair.
Awesome.
But what I like to say is funky. It's
goat hair
it's
would be
nice.
funky.
Yeah,
Right?
goat hair is funky as indeed.
Well, first and foremost, cheers and happy 6-month Luniversary.
Thank you so much.
Right?
Yeah,
Perfect.
Luniversary, if you will. Yeah, so you'll notice
I waited right for the sip. I did.
He said, I don't need to smell anything. I'm going right after it. So you'll notice on the nose, the Chardonnay barrel is definitely there. Nice vanilla notes, little grape must.
It's good. It's nice and clean.
Yeah, in the flavor, again, white grape, a little melon, very dry.
Yeah.
Wine-like finish
Yep.
from that Brett. The Brett chews down
totally.
residual sugar very far.
Sure,
So you get a nice.
It's funky, but you get a little bit of the sweetness from some, like you said, white peach, little melon, some of the sweet fruits that come through. It's really, really clean. I think when a lot of people think of barrel-aged beers, they think heavy.
Sure,
Right?
sure, yeah.
It's like, big barrel, because they're used to these like crazy imperial stouts and things that, right? But this is a fun way to do a barrel-aged beer. It's really nice, light, easy drinking beer. It's really clean. It's fantastic.
And Chardonnay barrels are not hugely utilized by the craft brewing part of the world. But
Chardonnay barrels, are they white oak?
They are white oak,
Okay.
and then we had a couple of levels of char.
Okay.
So this was so I had 2 barrels that had char level 1,
Yep.
and then 2 that were just plain oak.
Okay, nice, cool. What do we got next?
Moving on to the second beer, no Brett in this one. So this is just a fruited table beer that we aged in a Chardonnay barrel.
I can smell the fruit.
Passion fruit, and it's so strong. Like even several
Absolutely.
inches away, you get the passion fruit. It steals the show of the nose. I really have to struggle to find the barrel characteristics. It's mostly just like passion fruit and white peach.
Yep. And you said this is like a table beer, essentially, right?
Yeah,
really
table
light,
beer.
easy drinking,
Yeah,
clean,
quaffable.
similar to a Kolsch beer.
Yeah, similar to a Kolsch. Yeah, very low ABV, very drinkable.
Cool.
Very fruity.
Yep.
And very bright white
And
fruits.
the vanilla is there, but it's so background too, which is nice. And the fruit really kind of shines
it just
through.
kind of undertones everything and brings those fruit flavors even further forward. Again, finishing very dry and just letting that fruit continue to linger on the palate.
Fantastic. This is a great beer. So these first 2 were done in Chardonnay barrels. Now we're moving on to a different kind of barrel. What do we got next?
This is a Cabernet wine barrel.
Excellent.
And we aged back to Brett here, with an Abbey Amber Ale.
Excellent.
So in the nose, lots of dark stone fruit. The oak is much more present.
Yes.
And then in the flavor, for me it dances around between like currant and dark cherry, just like lots of complex dark stone fruit, maybe plum, just
almost a lot of some of the stuff that you would get in a Merlot almost.
Sure,
right?
yeah.
But then you get a little bit of that tannic dry finish.
Yeah,
on the tongue.
absolutely. Yeah, this one finishes very wine-like to me,
Yes,
like a
it
good
does.
dry red. It just leaves the palate and just leaves that little bit of fruity bitterness left on your palate.
That's delicious.
And then last but not least, a beer that probably needs not just a ton of introduction, but a bourbon barrel aged stout.
Well, those are words that are said very often in the craft brew industry,
very
right?
True, very true. And for us, we went and grabbed Four Roses barrels.
Okay.
And if you're a whiskey nerd, you'll know that Four Roses does single barrel only.
Okay.
And this is from the ISKF line.
All right, now you're speaking French.
Right. So they use a 4-letter code to identify the malt bill for their whiskey, the type of barrel it's in, the yeast they use, and real Four Roses fans, they have their favorite 4-letter combination.
Gotcha.
So if you're Four Roses person, ISKF is our barrel for this one.
Excellent. And this is, I mean, the bourbon really comes through.
Yeah, it is. It is all bourbon on the nose and slight oak vanilla, but just that nice bourbony.
And the ABV feels a little lower on this. What's this?
Yeah, so this is just about 7.5%.
Gotcha.
We find that a lighter alcohol doesn't cut through the barrel as much.
Correct.
And then we get more of that barrel bourbon flavor.
Absolutely.
We know people love the big 13 to 15% imperial stout aged.
You said bourbon barrel, not this is a bourbon.
Yes,
right.
yeah, exactly. We're not trying to serve you a double shot every time you get 5 ounces.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But it's nice with it being lower alcohol content. A lot of that oak and the vanilla and the subtleties more of the complexities actually are able to shine through.
Absolutely. Yeah, you have a little less of the beer side, and then you get a lot more out of the barrel.
Fantastic.
So yeah, slightly roasty, really, really great.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Reno. I appreciate it.
Cheers.
Guys, Burly has been just an absolute fantastic place to come to. All of the breweries that we have here in Castle Rock are really creating a fantastic beer scene, which we're really lucky to have. Very excited to see what all the breweries are doing. In particular here at Burly, they're always pushing the envelope and creating some new, fun, unique stuff. So come down to Burly for their 6-month anniversary and check it out. And starting in January, I believe Coast2Coast Food Truck will be here for its debut at Burly on Tuesday, January 8th.
Can I get on the schedule?
So come down and check it out, you guys. Cheers.